Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And this is a belated review of Doctor Who, the Mind of the Hodiac. Not the Mind of the Hodiac, Mind of the Hodiac. The lost story, sort of. It wasn't really lost. Nobody was really looking for it, as far as I can see. Russell Davies even found it by chance. The lost story by Russell Davies that he wrote when he was a young whippersnapper. And it's freaking awful, right? It's just awful on every level whatsoever. I'm so sorry to tell you. Most anticipated release of the year. I wish it was good. And it's not all because the script is a bit ropey. There's a lot we need to talk about. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That'll be fan-dabby. Double dozy. Like button, share button, subscribe button. All those things are fan-freaking-tastic. Thank you very much. I am very, very, very grateful. Like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Please subscribe. Oh, man, YouTube have on a real tirade recently. They would let my subs do well about a month ago, and then they're like, no! And every day there's a few taken off. It's the weirdest thing. Again, why YouTube? Why am I such an existential threat? It is beyond me, but apparently I am. Like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Sign up to my Substack. Follow me on Rumble. Hit the Rumble button. Sign up to my paid Substack and achieve inner peace. Right? All those things are things that you should do. Things that you shouldn't do, however, include buying Doctor Who, Mind of the Hodiac, by Russell Davies and Scott Hancock. Boy, what a stinker, right? What a stinker. Okay, first problem is the script just wasn't there at all, right? Wasn't in any way publishable. I mean, it's the sort of thing you could pull ideas out of, and it could be rewritten, but there's a lot wrong with the script. But before we get to the script, let's talk about the production. And this is something that should have been fantastic. Now, the reason I find these lost stories normally so good, because it very much evokes the era. Like, so you get a feeling of what might have been. Right, you do not get that with this, other than the Dominic Glynn theme. It is Dominic Glynn theme music. I mean, I guess this would have been a Colin Baker season 24 story. I guess, right? That never happened. That were 45-minute episodes, I think, right? Yes, that's basically what where I think it was. However, the episodes were an hour long each. They were saggy. Right, they were saggy, and there was a lot of problems in the first one, such as the Doctor which happens a lot, by the way, in this era of Doctor Who. But the Doctor isn't involved with the protagonist. They have a completely side story, right? And it doesn't. Again, we're talking about the script, but it doesn't evoke the era at all. And they spent a lot of money on this. They had a bunch of actors. And good acting talent as well, right? But it just hit so many levels, didn't it? The music I think was one of the biggest offenders. The music is similar to the music they play. They use. They're the same composer as who does the Dorian Gray stuff, which I love the Dorian Gray stuff, right? I think it works very well for Dorian Gray. It's like a lot of very lyrical piano music playing that goes between scene and scene, so the scenes melt between each other, and it feels like a little bit frou-free, right? I think it's the best way to call it. A bit poncy, right? But it works for Dorian Gray, right? It works for Dorian Gray. More like adult-ish drama. It doesn't work here in Doctor Who. It works much less in 1980s Doctor Who, right? Again, this should have been a real feeling of the 80s. They're sort of like, we should have had like that a lot of synthesizer, that sort of thing, right? And which I kind of love now, right? We look back on it with love, but it didn't evoke the era in any way, right? Again, and the episodes being an hour long. Also, again, why not edit them down to 45 minutes? And again, there was so much flab there you totally could have done. There's a lot that could have been done to fix this episode. What we really should have done is, if you want to be really, really authentic, get Andrew Cartmel to script edit it, and I'll bang the script out. It was Scott Hancock bang the script out. So what I think happened is they had the full script for episode 1, which they treated as if it was the Holy Grail, right? The Ark of the Covenant. It was you couldn't violate it. No, it was ready to be violated. You couldn't do it anyway. So the second episode was a bunch of taken from a bunch of notes. Very detailed notes that Russell Davies wrote about what was going to happen. Second episode was much better than the first episode. First episode was just meandering, right? Meandering, and lots of good ideas, just not stitched together well. We have the Sixth Doctor reading Toad of Toad Hall. And yeah, I like how he's enjoying it, right? And at the end, Rusty Davies is in the making of. And he says, yeah, I was reading Toad Hall at the time because I was doing a poster for a stage show of it. And I just got into it. And it's a really interesting, dark book. And I thought it really reflected the Sixth Doctor. The idea of Toad, right? Mr. Toad, as a character. So you can see why I liked it. And I liked all the stuff about him talking about Toad Hall. But, there was too much of like sitting around the TARDIS on the off time. It was just weird. It was just kind of weird. And then they get weirdly drawn into the plot. What is the plot? Oh, man. That plot is, very, very, very Russell T. Davies. The conclusion of it is pure Russell T. Davies. Everything else is pure bad 80s Doctor Who. In the depths of space, the mysterious Hodiac is manipulating the Galactic Stock Exchange to raise money. So, yeah, this was... very much of its time, right? Having an anti-stock exchange type of thing, because, the anti-capitalism, not anti-capitalism, but in the 80s, the early 80s, it really, go look up loads of money on YouTube. You had a lot of people who had a lot more money than they ever had before. And it was somewhat uncouth, but I was like, good luck to them. It's the same reason they hate Trump. They were like, you had people who are making a lot of money being very uncouth. I'm very happy that they're making a lot of money and they bought nice houses and they set their kids up well and they transferred wealth, right? They generated and transferred wealth. I think all this is good stuff. However, listen, it was crass. Look at if you find Rick Mell's show, The New Statesman, that was pretty much on the money with how people felt about the right-wing capitalism at the time. But it's, again, at least that was kind of a loving critique of it, even though hateful but loving at the same time. So this was kind of fun, but we've seen this done so many times since in Doctor Who, like so many times. So now it's a really tired idea, like gasping for life. His aim to hire mercenaries. So that one of the good things about it, they were called the Tungsten Warriors. Something I think Russell T. Davies has always done well is make up names that you understand. Chris General, the opposite of that. If you like the Chris General era, God bless you. I'm very happy with you. But Chris General's names don't have any emotional resonance. The Sarunga conundrum. It doesn't mean anything. Well, these things are called the Tungsten Warriors. So you got a real feeling like, sure they are. And again, you should have had a much more synthesizer music playing when they came in. For a deadly quest across the stars. Meanwhile, on Earth, an ordinary British family is plagued by a series of psychic events. So that's a much more interesting story about what these psychic events are, like what's going on. The mother of the family, played by Time Miller, excellent performance. Takes the whole family for testing by the mysterious Annette Badland, who's a kind of religious fanatic at the same time. And they got this like weird, genealogical story at the heart of it, of how different species continue and grow. All that stuff's really quite strange, but interesting. Like that was like lots of interesting stuff. It needed a big red pen taken to it, right? It needed a big red pen taken to it and just hacked apart and put back together again, which Russell T. Davies would have probably done as well. This could have been good. It fails on every level, right? It fails in terms of the script, and fails in terms of delivering an authentic experience on the time. It fails as entertainment. It just fails. And this was the most anticipated release of the year. Most of us just pulled it up front. If you didn't, you dodged a bullet. Unless, listen, if you're a completist and you just need to have this, you're completers and just need to have this bit of a stinker. Bit of a stinker, I'm afraid. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.